Hi Taurus, this is Manishi, your astrologer. Let's see what is the situation as of now and what you need to hear from me for this week. Taurus out there, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus. What is it that you need to hear from me? Taurus out there. Just one more time. Taurus. Your first card is the Eight of Swords. Stuck. You are stuck within a situation. That's how you feel. Okay? Emotionally invested into something, but you just don't know what needs to be done. You feel very helpless right now. If you look at this card, this person is blindfolded. She's tied up. She has 8 swords around her. But the thing is, she can release herself if she wants to. Release herself from the situation if she wants to. Because these ropes is very loosely tied up. She can just remove herself. Okay, she can just take it off, remove the blindfold and just walk out. But the thing is, she's stuck up here. Not knowing what needs to be done. The helplessness about, how to deal with this. Alright, some of you might be dealing with a Gemini energy or probably a Libran or a Scorpion. Very emotionally invested into this whole thing. That's why it's difficult. It's difficult for you to make a decision. Alright, moving on. Taurians out there, what is your next card, please? Wow. Very stuck. Your next card is this one. Sorry. Very stuck. This card talks about stagnancy. This card speaks about being in limbo, hanging in there. Okay? Nothing much is happening. You're just hanging on a tree. Okay, while I was shuffling also, I was getting the energy, I don't want to say anything else. I don't know what to say. Because I am just stuck. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. They're asking you to stop being stuck and make a decision to let go of something. And this card for me is like pack your bags and leave. Leave something which is dead. Leave it behind. If it's not working, just let go. So these two cards together is like, stop waiting. Stop hanging in there. Stop wasting your life. Just move on with your life. Now stop being stuck. Not worth it. Alright? You have been thinking this for quite some time. You were contemplating, trying to decide, what do I do about this? I just feel helpless. I just don't know what needs to be done. Even just making that decision is like taking you months and months and months. That's stuck in your life within the situation. You're stalling your decisions. Okay? You're not going anywhere with how you are dealing with this whole thing. Because you just don't want to move on. That's the sad part. You don't want to make that decision. You're just stalling it so you can just hang in there. With that excuse that I am trying to make a decision. Make sense? Alright, this doesn't have to make sense to each and every one of you. Okay, if this is your story, you will know. Alright, some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. Your next card, please. Taurians out there, what is your next card, please? Heartbreaks. You are hurting right now. Okay, it's easy for me to just say, just walk away. But for you who's dealing with it, it's just hurting you. Even listening to me say this will hurt you. Okay? Three of Swords, it's because you're still entangled with them. With this devil's energy, it is toxic. Okay? Even if that person is not in your circle or not in your environment anymore, you are still attached to them. Okay, you haven't been able to cut them off from your life. You are attached to their aura. Okay, you haven't been able to get away or separate yourself from their energy. That is why you're still stuck. Some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or a Libra. You're hurting right now. I get it. Or maybe you'll say you don't get it. But I don't have to get it, right? My job is only to read your story. All right. But you're hurting. Okay? It's been a challenge. It has been difficult to deal with this whole situation. The thing is, when I do the reading, you might be thinking, okay, fine, this girl is just, reading the cards. But the problem is, my shoulders are stooped. My shoulders are hurting right now. That's why I gave the commentary. Maybe you think, I don't feel it. But I was feeling it. Because it was kind of burden. Same energy. You carrying a cross on your back. It is overwhelming you. What has happened, it is still overwhelming you. Now let me sit straight. All right. So it has been a challenge to deal with this whole thing. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. But some of you might be dealing with a person who is like this. I'm speaking to the Taurus. This is an Aries Taurus energy. Somebody who is older to you. Somebody who might be experienced. This could be a superior at your workplace. An older gentleman. Doesn't have to be a man itself, but it could be a woman as well. Yeah. Somebody who is a superior at work and he has so many people who's working under him. That kind of a person. Alright, moving on. What is your next card, please? Taurians out there. What is your next card, please? And I get the feeling you might, even though you're not together, you might be dealing with them somehow. You see them on a daily basis. If it's at a workplace, you had some kind of a relationship and then it's over, but now it's like, you have to see them every day. And it's too much. For some of you out there. Page of Cups. I feel this vulnerable energy about you. Okay? Yeah, you feel very exposed. You just don't know what needs to be done. There is a childlike energy about you. And I feel you're very tired. Alright, Taurians out there. What is your next card, please? Your next card is this one. Devil's energy. That is why. I already explained it. I'm not going to go into that anymore. You feel like justice has to be served. But are you thinking straight? Because earlier I spoke about the Devil's energy and the Eight of Swords. You're still attached to their aura. Okay, you haven't been able to cut them out or cut them off. You're emotionally attached to them. You haven't been able to let go, release yourself, all that. In the hopes of getting justice. Okay? That is why you're still hanging on. It's toxic, it's unhealthy. Okay? The judgment which you're seeking for, you're blinded. You feel that it is a right thing. Okay? It is the right thing to happen, but is it really? Because you are not really seeing through this. Okay? You're blindfolded here. A little clouded by the way you see things. I know it's getting a little brutal, but some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or probably a Libra. Taurians out there, what is your next card, please? You're being asked to be the King of Swords. Okay? You know exactly what needs to be done. King of Swords is somebody who is very intellectual, who's very straightforward, who knows or who does the right thing, who's very fair in the way they make the decisions. Ooh la la. Sorry. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You feel like this person is perfect for you, the perfect counterpart for you, but then you need to think straight. How things are right now. How things are with the both of you, between the both of you. You need to make the right decision for both of your sake, mainly your sake. Okay? Because you are stuck. Okay? Between the two of you, things are pretty much, in this confused situation. Like, you just don't know what to think about them. You're stuck with them. Okay, even with this devil's energy. If you look at this this card, there is two people down here, but they are bound by a chain. So that's how I feel like you are bound together. You, in your head, okay, the king in their head feels like you are bound to this queen. Even though they are not in your life anymore, you feel like you're still attached to them. And that is confusing you. Okay, to make a decision. That is why you are still hanging in there. To see what will happen. You are waiting for the justice. You're waiting for them to come back probably. Because you feel like they are meant for you. Because the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, same element, partners. Okay? So you feel like the right thing to happen is them being back with you. Alright, some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, or probably a Virgo or a Libra. Moving on, Taurians out there, what is your next card, please? Wow, that's not your next card, but I'll see what it is. See, you want action. Okay? When we look at the card up here, it is a Hangman, which is, nothing much happening, being in limbo, but you want things to change. Eight of Wands up here is all about fast moving energy, movement. You don't want to be stuck. The contradiction is up here. You want things to be fast paced. Things to build up pace. Communication, travel, all that. Things to start moving, all right? And you want to be back together. This is not the Two of Cups. This is an extra card in this deck. So you want this commitment. You want to be back together. Okay? Not being stuck in this limbo mode. All right. Your next card is this one. They're asking you to let go. I think it came out previously with the same card. The Six of Swords and the Hangman together, if I remember correctly. Because it's asking you to let go of what is not working. Move on. Don't put yourself, I think, yes, if you just go back, you will see how it came out. Let me know, because I don't rewatch my videos. Yeah, Six of Swords. It's like a letting go of something. Don't be stuck in this situation anymore. Do what is right. Think like the king. Okay, King of Swords, what is the right thing to do? Okay, move on. Move on with your life. Take the exit. Because if something is not serving you, don't be stuck in there. But you're hoping for the connection. Getting back together. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. Yes. You are willing to just juggle or balance things out, how much ever time it takes. You are juggling. How much ever messy the situation is, because there is, stormy waters behind you. You are standing on slippery rocks in the traditional deck. So it's messed up, but yet you are focused on juggling these pentacles. You don't want it to slip out of your hand. It is very important for you to keep the balance, but they're asking you to let go and give up. You don't want to give up, but they're asking you to give up. Okay? Because it's not worth it. What is your last card, Taurians out there? See, the last card is this one, but wow. 5 wands. So much conflicts. Okay, you guys are not on the same page anymore. Even if you try to talk, it's just ending up in a war. They're asking you to just let it be. Let it be how it is. Okay? Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. They're asking you to give up. Yes. Because when it fell out from my hand, I was about to show you the 5 wands, but when it fell out of my hand, it came out in reverse, which speaks about not fighting it anymore. Just give up. Your next card is this one, Queen of Pentacles. Stay grounded. If you feel like, you're losing your shit, stay grounded. Okay? You want this commitment to be back into your life. But the thing is, with this devil's energy, it's not what you really want. Okay? There is this energy about not nurturing this toxicity, not nurturing this commitment which is toxic for you, which is unhealthy for you. Think like the King of Swords, okay? And, just move on with your life and stay grounded, because I feel like you're very confused right now. It's just telling you it's not even worth it. All right, Taurians, I think I will stop there. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn or a Cancerian. Strong Capricorn energy. That's it for now. This is Marishi, you my channel Shaloka. Until next time, bye bye.